Hey tens, Ellipsis here. Today we're going to learn about how to convert decimals to percentages and vice versa. Some terms to know. A decimal is used to represent a part of a whole just like fractions, except with decimals the denominator is always a power of 10, which is why when converting fractions to decimals it sometimes gets a little messy. A percentage is used to represent a part of a whole. Unlike decimals, however, 100 is the only denominator of a percentage. It is used when we have to show how much of the whole meets certain criteria, and the percentage symbol, which you see right there, is used when writing percentages. So we have this equation right here. 0.726 is equal to 72.6%. And this is true, but how? Well, we're going to explore this in the next slides. So, how do we convert decimals into percentages? I learned a rhyme in 6th grade when I was learning this. And I'm not going to sing it for you, but it went something like this. So, as the first line says, to the right to make a percent, we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the right and then add the percentage symbol. And that's it. But what essentially are we doing when we move the decimal point 2 places to the right? As shown in another video, when we moved the decimal point any amount of places to the right, we were multiplying that decimal by a power of 10. So when we move the decimal point 2 places to the right, we are actually multiplying it by 100. So let's try some examples. And before I show you the steps for each of these, I encourage you to pause the video and try them out on your own. Alright, I'm assuming that you've tried them out, so let's do this first one, 0.12. Now, to convert decimals to percentages, all we do is move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So here's the decimal point, we move it 1, 2. The decimal point goes here. And when the decimal point is there and there's nothing after it, that means we have a whole number. So this is the same thing as 12.0 or 00 or however many zeros you want to add to it. As shown in that video, no matter how many zeros you added to the decimal, it would always stay the same. So this is the same thing as 12. And then we add the percentage sign. So 0.12 is the same thing as 12%. Alright, let's do the next one. 1.578. Now this is a value greater than 1, so our percentage is also going to be greater than 100 because 100 is what symbolizes our whole. So let's move the decimal point 2 places to the right. And you may be tempted to do 3, but beware, it's only 2. No matter how many places are to the right or to the left of the decimal point, it's always going to be 2 when we are converting the decimal to a percentage. So let's do that. Move it 1, 2. So our decimal point is here. So our percentage is going to be 157 decimal point and put the 8%. Alright, that was simple, right? Let's move on to converting percentages to decimals. So how do we do this? As the second line said, to the left to make a decimal. We move the decimal point 2 places to the left, and then remove the percentage symbol. Simple, right? All we do is reverse the steps we did to convert the decimal to a percentage. So let's try the examples. Let's take the first one, 64%. And again, I encourage you to pause this video and work them out. Alright, I'm assuming that you've tried them out, so let's do the first one, 64%. Now, where is the decimal point? As shown in the previous slides, the decimal point when it's a whole number is right at the end of the number, because this is the same thing as 64.00000, yeah, however many you want to add. So all we do is move that decimal point 2 places to the left. So 1, 2. And what are we doing when we're moving the decimal point to the left? We're dividing by a power of 10 instead of multiplying. So now we're dividing by 100 instead of multiplying by 100. Yeah, it's simple because it's just been reversed. So this is the same thing as 0.64. And we haven't removed that percentage yet, so all we do is remove that. And so this is the same thing as 0.64 or 0.64, but adding the 0 is better. Alright, let's move on to this one, 96.356%. Okay, we have a lot more digits after the decimal point now, and since we're moving this 2 places to the left, we're going to have even more decimal places when we have our decimal. So let's do that. Let's move the decimal point 2 places to the left. And so this is the same thing as 0.96356, removing the percentage point, or 0.96356, depending on what you prefer. So that's it. It was a short lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video or this helped you, click that like button. If this didn't help you, click that dislike button. I greatly appreciate feedback. If you want more updates on new videos, click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you have any questions related to this topic, please put those in the comments below. And remember, the comment section is the equivalent of a class discussion. So if you have any answers to any of the questions, you can answer them. If you have any suggestions as to how I can improve my future videos, or even on what I should do next, please put those in the comments below as well. If I like your suggestion, I'll be sure to include that in the next video and give you a shout out. See you in the next one!